Hey everybody, another day, another workout. So let's get started. Feel good today. I think we're going to do the full time. Start with our weigh-in. Here we go. Got to put it on the screen for you. And let's see. Seems like a very familiar starting point, 222.4. So let's see what we can lose off of that. Turn our camera back around. We got to slip our shoes on. Head on over. Even nicer day today. Right now, 59 degrees, sunny skies, great state of Oklahoma. Land of the red man. I know that likes to trigger Vaughn, so it's what it means. I didn't make it. I didn't come up with the name. Oklahoma, land of the red man. I think J-Dub said once, well, where's the land of the white man? It was like every land. What are you talking about? Land of the white man. It's every land, my man. Oh, dripping a little. I did my nasal thing. Let's get a hoodie on. Go back to this maroon one. The Kansas City one's getting a little stinky. We're going to have to do some laundry later today. Nothing else for the workout uniforms. The workout clothes are getting stinky. All right. We got our headphones. We got our mobile device already paired. And let's head on over. Let's get rid of me here, and I will see you at the rec center. We're off. We're outside. We're heading over. Oh, we're dripping. Our nose is still got some fluid in it from flushing it earlier. Sunday, so I don't think anybody will be in the office. Doesn't seem to ever be anybody in the rec room. I think we'll have some privacy. Nobody even out walking or anything. It's such a lovely day. It's kind of odd to me everybody be in their apartments, but coming up on the old rec center. Doesn't seem to be anybody here as usual. Enter our code. We're in. I'm going to drop for just a moment because it'll make sure I'm on the correct Wi-Fi. My goodness, my hair is just not wanting to cooperate today. Okay, I'll be right back. Most of the time, we're on the complex's Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's charging. It's feeling. She's charging. I think we'll hit the lights. There we go. Let me get my mobile fired up here. Should already be connected. Let's do our settings and see what Wi-Fi network this is on. Yeah, it's on the Cox Wi-Fi. Yeah, we don't want that. We want to be on our other better Wi-Fi. There it is. Nope. Staff access point. Huh. Oh well. See if I can make this work on that network. Doesn't seem to want to work because it's on a Cox Wi-Fi, hotspot kind of thing, which is real weak in here. Doesn't seem to want to connect. That's just, it's giving me the old spinny thing. Don't think it's going to work on that one. And when I go to my settings, my Wi-Fi, it doesn't want to find the network I've been on. Oh, now it is. It just changed. Okay, never mind. Now if we restart my YouTube, I think it'll work. Now we go to my library, start some tunes. Yeah, went right to it. Quick start. 3. Back up to 3.3. And we're going. Hey, look at that. David Anthony says, how is my twin brother? Super, walking, treadmilling. Richard Colton says, is Stinky going to be there? Don't give me that weak shit. Yeah. Stinky going to be where? Here? I don't know. I tag him every time. He never shows up. I don't think he's going to do it. Yeah. Run, Rev, run. I invited Channy and Rev to come over. I said, hey, I'm going to go to my channel and make a treadmill video. You're more than welcome to come make fun of me. I don't think they're going to, though. I don't think I'm in their bookmarks. Just a guess. All right, guys, same plan as always. We'll try to walk the entire 99 minutes plus the 2-minute cool down. And then we'll go back. Yeah, there we go. How far we walk. 99 minutes plus a 2-minute cool down. It always works out to about 5.3 miles, something like that. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how. Haven't done anything today. Went and played in church. Hardly strenuous. So shouldn't be tired. Legs feel pretty good. Yeah, should have blown my nose. Enough water up there. During 2 hours of pickleball, we take over 7,500 steps, mostly running. Yeah. I don't think I have a pickleball court around here. It sounds fascinating. 4 Acres is here. The Todd Laxbon's personal health trainer. J-Dub's the loser with those skills or talents. You're right, I do lack a personal trainer. Swing those arms, get some sweat going. Look, and I just don't see how I can transport the silly things. So I think I'll just keep coming here. And if the video quality is not great, who cares, right? Got a doctor's visit Wednesday. I think I'll tell him, hey, you want to check on my exercises? Go to my... Apparently, it just keeps coming down in my hair today. Get a headband or something, sweatband. Almost done the first lap already, coming around now. We're at 0.23 miles, 0.24. First quarter mile's almost down. It's going to be 4 minutes and 30 something. 4 minutes, 33 seconds for a first quarter mile, 21 calories. Just clicked over to 22. Already, wasn't that quick? Already completed the lap. Walk around 4 acres. Better workout. Yeah, 4 acres. That'd be a lot more than I do, I think. All the way around. Let's see, 4 acres would be a 2 by 2 square. So that way, 2 acres this way, 2 acres that way. 3, 4, 6, 8. So I can't remember the dimensions of an acre, so it doesn't matter here. It's about the healthy life you choose to live. It's not about the video audio quality. Absolutely. This is just something to do while I'm walking because, it's a little boring just walking by yourself. So I appreciate that I have some folks who come here to chat with about the silliness that's going on with these online people. Richard Colton says, carry the tuba and walk half as far, Einstein. The tuba's pretty heavy. Can I get a sousaphone? Just fits on my shoulders. Just need more cowbell, says 4 acres. Absolutely. Always need more cowbell. Always. Can never have too much cowbell. Kind of like tuba, in that you can never have too much. Or carry 33 cowbells, says Richard. Good plan. Can we put them on a string and wrap me up in cowbells? So that I ka-tong. Every time I take a step, that'd be hilarious. Get under my headset. I don't think it's going to work. I'm just going to have crazy cowlick hair today. Harry, a free rug, and he refused. Yay. Kind of stationary like a stump. What you need to do is donate it to OBI, and then he'll get it when he goes down to get the food and whatever other stuff they give away. Problem solved. Thank me. He can pick it up the next time he gets like his 3 cases of ding dongs to put in the freezer. Coming up on lap 2, guys, almost a half a mile. It's going to be 8 minutes, 50 something, looks like, maybe 9. And yes, it's going to be 9 minutes, 1 second, 0.5 miles, 43 calories. Wow, what Richard Colton says for you. Richard replies, the dude's a fucking stump grinder. Yeah, he's stationary like one. Doggone sure. I had to get a stump grinder once for a city fleet. Those things are huge. Pull them along behind an implement. Amazing machines, very expensive too. 4 Acres says, I think they all abused Alice and her kindness. I don't know about that. I don't think Larry's a bad guy. I think he's just doggone, he's stupid. Hate to use that word, but about the only one I can find that fits. Richard says, I'm making a rug for someone's husband. Going to cost $1,500. Going to be of his boat. Oh, that's cool. We have a picture of his boat on a rug. Very interesting. Wow, this hair is making me nuts. Out of my, I don't know if it's itchy skin right there or something. It keeps falling just at the right spot. Oh. Out of my face. Gonna have to go get sheared. Maybe this afternoon, I don't know. 4 Acres says, yeah, but I've helped people don't see it as abuse. But when someone passes away, they're usually up to no good. Man. And Richard says, last one I made of one of his boats was on the moon. He loved it. Cool. And 4 Acres says, after Mr. Helton passed away, shit went downhill. Yeah, that seems pretty obvious. Enough about me. Let's see if we can knock Todd off that treadmill. Well, good luck to you with text. I don't see that happening. You'd have to say something pretty darn crazy. Richard says they really got to the bottom of the balloon yesterday. Those 3 morons. Yeah, they sure did. They talked it all out. That was hilarious. Just about to finish 3 laps. Coming around for the end of lap 3. Some statistics coming your way. It's going to be 13 minutes and some odd seconds. Probably in the 20s. 0.01 miles to go. It's going to be 13 minutes, 29 seconds, 3/4 of a mile, 65 calories burned. And there's Blue. See, they didn't shoot it down until my video. I guess Vaughn didn't realize it had been over the United States for 3 or 4 days already. But that's typical. Vaughn Helton taking credit for something he was late on. Typical Vaughn. I'll paraphrase, not a direct quote. Yeah, that's close enough. Richard Colton says, then go home and eat 30 Reese's pieces, individually wrapped. He's still saying Reese's. I want to strangle him every time I hear him say Reese's. It's Reese's. There's no double E at the end. Reese's, not Reese's. Guy eats like a toddler. Checked him on an ice cream sandwich. It took 6 bites. I could have sworn he did one with 4 bites earlier. I think I'm right. We got out 2 pudding cups. Sat there for what? A good solid 3 minutes. Trying to separate them. I'm like, hey, idiot, just pull them apart. You don't have to do that. You don't even have to pull them apart for crying out loud to eat them. Just pull the foil off the top. Idiot. Did you see how worked up his dogs were when he got those chocolate pudding cups? Yeah, they're trained. They're food aggressive when he sits down in there and eats. Blue says, I just got back from my 3-mile walk. Excellent. Should start broadcasting them. See? It's fun. Gives you something to do to pass the time. Snorting water. Sorry, guys. I did my nasal rinse when I got home from church, and there's still some liquid floating around up there. I don't like it. Sometimes it takes a little while for it to work all the way out. Unlike me, Blue likes to walk in the actual physical world, where I just walk on this treadmill. But I like to broadcast it, and I don't think my StreamYards on my phone could handle the 5G. I think I'd be cutting in and out so bad. Wouldn't be worth anything. Not that this is great, but at least I have some Wi-Fi in here, even if it's low bandwidth Wi-Fi. Although today should be great. Nobody in the office using any of it. Shouldn't be anybody on this network with me. So we should have a good signal. I think we did yesterday, same kind of thing, nobody in here. Approaching that first mile marker. We're pointing at 97 miles. A big 1 mile landmark coming up here. Gives you some numbers to go with it. Looks like it's going to be pretty close to 18 minutes, a little under. It's definitely going to be 17 minutes, 50 some seconds. Let's see what it is today. Is 1757 for 1 mile and 87 calories burned. It just flipped. So we'll say 87. Richard says, like the working man, walking is for suckers. Walking is for suckers, huh? It's working pretty good for me. It's better than sitting at this computer screen. So I'll take it for now. This thing's gonna develop, but I think we need to do a good solid month of just about 5 miles of treadmilling a day to get some weight off, get the heart pumping, get the body more used to moving. And we'll do some other things. We'll throw in some variety. But for now, I think we're just gonna try to get to that 200-pound weight is the most important thing right now. And I think that'll take us about a month by my calculations. If I can follow my diet plan, and I can, we'll be at 200 before you know it, probably end of February. How much you weigh, oh Rotundo? My weigh-in today was 222.4. We'll see at my way out, probably be close to 220. Tend to lose about 2 pounds walking for 100 minutes. Too much. Yeah, there you go. Too much. Definitely way too much. I'm about 5'11", I should weigh about 180. My frame, as it were. 180 is about ideal for me. 220, over 220 is indeed too much. You're less than 140. Outstanding. You're scrawny. Look at you. I haven't been 140 for a while. My playing weight in high school was about 180, 185. That seemed about ideal. Tengo la fuerza de tres niñas. I see the 3 girls. Tengo la fuerza. The Spanish is not good enough. It should be. Something about the 3 girls. I got that. And it frightens me. As strong as 3 girls. There you go. As strong as. Yeah, tengo la fuerza. As strong as. Molto trabajo, poco dinero. A lot of work, not much money. Tres niños. 0.05 of a shanty. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, hey, look, 22 minutes, 26 seconds, 1.25 miles, 108 calories. Almost missed it. Don't want to miss our laps. We've got 1.25 miles, 5 laps. Machine still says an 18-minute, 10-second mile, but we already established we're just a hair under 18. So you're just wrong. You'd think it would know. Seems like just about the right pace, though. Like I was telling Blue the other day, when we get about a month of this and get some weight off, we'll do a couch to 5K, which I'll keep on my mobile device or something, and it tells you when to walk and when to run in gradual increments until after 30 days it's all run. Works very well for me. I've done it several times. Richard says, I remember when Bannister broke the 4-minute mile. That's been a while. You must be old like me. 4-minute mile was, gosh, 50s? Does that seem about right? The 50s? Tell me when that was, Richard? I can't exactly Google it right now. But I think it was before I was born. I know it was a big deal in the world of track and field. Now everybody's doing 4 minute. Now kids are doing 4-minute miles. They're doing 4-minute miles dribbling a basketball now. 54, I think. Yeah, it sounds about right. The adults made a big deal about it. Yeah. So you were probably in a family with some track athletes. We're into that sort of thing. And of course, back then the world was getting smaller. Information was spreading faster than ever. Every month it seemed like. And we got our 4 channels on the TV. Man, that was big time. And then in the 70s, TV was, cable came, and TV was on 24 hours a day. What would we ever do with that? You had to buy that little box and put your TV on channel 3 and run it through the box, and we had, like a dozen channels. Helsinki Olympics, maybe, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. So as far as recorded times in a meet, sounds about right. And now you get your 8,000 meters guys setting ridiculous mile paces in those. It's 320, sick numbers like that. We're running in several miles. Crazy. Training techniques, better food, nutrition, all that good stuff. People just keep getting faster and stronger. Coming up on 1.5 miles. We're at 1.47 miles. So I'll get you those numbers when we cross that finish line. Looks like it's going to be right around 27 minutes for 1.5 miles. A little less. Yeah, it's going to be 26:50 something. And a few more steps will know exactly. It's 26 minutes and 53 seconds for 1.5 miles. 130 calories burned so far. Like you like to say, we're halfway to that big mountain. Richard says most I ever ran was the 600, maybe. Yeah. I was a distance guy. I did cross country, which is a little different. But that was more a few techniques for running on uneven surfaces. Other than that, just basically competing with yourself and your own best times. Struggling to push through that last mile. That was the hardest middle aspect of it. Telling your body you can still run when you're real tired. Haven't kept with that world much, but I bet the times in cross country nowadays compared to what I was running are just insane. And I was no premier athlete as far as that goes. The middle of the pack kind of guy. But I'm sure the times they run now is just nuts. Anything under 2 minutes, I think, was considered good. Yeah, the 600. Well, that's only that's 3/8 of a mile. 600 because 800 is a half mile. So yeah, if you can cover that in 2 minutes, I bet that's pretty impressive. It's taken me at this pace about 27 minutes to cover 600 meters. So there you go. No, that's not right. I'm 18-minute mile, so it'd be about a 4.5 minute quarter mile. So I'm covering in about 2.25, 6 minutes and 45 seconds walking it, which doesn't compare to running, of course. Darkside Becky's got a video out now. Something about Coves, I think. Just got a notification on both devices. There's a Dark Side Becky video out. So we'll check that out. I was so happy she got that South Park parody on Shanny's bitch. She's a big fat bitch. She's a big fat bitch. That was fun to do. She just gave me some lyrics and found a karaoke track of that and recorded it over. The big fat fucking bitch. Richard says, I was the best always in everything. Okay, I made that part up. How would I know? You were the fastest guy on your track team. There we go. I was not the fastest guy on my cross-country team, but I was reliable. I could score some points. I never hurt the team. Very consistent. The coach preached about consistent. You may not be winning the thing, but just be consistent. Don't be super slow. Same thing on the golf team. I was always the number 3 guy, consistent. I'm in a Rolling Stones video. Hey, look at that. I'm in a video for the Dorfruckers, which is a German rock band who came to Oktoberfest one year and decided, hey, can you come downtown and film a video with us with your tuba? I said, sure. You can't touch my shit, he says. I'll have to link that on my page sometime. It's hilarious. Coming up on lap 7, we're almost around 1.75 miles. Have some numbers for you soon. It'll be in the low 31 minutes area. 31:10, somewhere in there. 1.74 miles, just clicked over. It's going to be more than 31:10. It's going to be 31 minutes and how many seconds? 31 minutes, 21 seconds. For 1 3/4 miles, 152 calories so far. Richard says, why don't you buy one of those machines, Mr. Self-Contained Genius? Buy one of these treadmills? I looked around. The ones that have the bars and the features I like are up in the $1,200 range. And they don't ship them for free. I'd have to find a way to get it to my apartment. And I don't think I want to do it in my apartment that bad, at least not yet. Who was saying February they'll all go on sale because people give up on New Year's resolutions? So maybe I'll see something on Marketplace. I don't want to like get a $300 unit that's doesn't have any rails. It's just a little tiny thing with no features. I don't want to compromise, and I like this treadmill. I like this style. Big wide belt, seems heavy duty. Got a lot of bells and whistles, and the rails are real nice. I don't want something that has no rails and can slip off. Some of them have super thin belts, like you could barely get 2 feet on it. Richard says, I bet Evo burned some calories in extended hopping rant. Do not come back to my channel. You will be banned. Yeah, probably burned some calories for sure. And Perry. Oh my gosh, Perry. What did fuck it, man? Stop it! Stop it! Perry's gonna have to stroke out on cam one of these days. It's always Emo for that matter. Emo's on Vaughn's team. Did you see that? Did a video talking about people taking Vaughn's kids. You're all a bunch of F-gods for taking Vaughn's kids. Imagine that. Except, none of us really had anything to do with it. Emo is clearly not one of your more discerning intellects. Vaughn says it, and it must be true to Emo. F-gods, yeah. I think you could say that on YouTube, F-god. It's clever, actually. One of the more clever things Emo ever came up with. Yeah, a bunch of F-gots. Of course, I am an F-got, so I'm allowed to say it, right? I don't think you should be able to say it unless you are one. And I are one. Whew. Approaching that 2 mile mark, 1.92 miles walked so far. Gonna be right about 35 and a half minutes probably. Seems on pace. Should be a bit under 36. Since we established we're under 18-minute mile pace. We firmly established the machine is just wrong about the minutes per mile, but that's okay. It's got a heart rate up there too, and I have no idea how it would know. It's going to vary a lot from individuals, and I don't have a chest strap on. That's the thing I should look for, is a chest strap, so we can actually measure the heart rate. That'd be interesting. That would be actually interesting. Alrighty, folks, getting close. 1.98 miles. Here come your stats for the 2 mile mark. The 800 meter mark, if you prefer. Oh, excuse me, the 3,200 meter mark. And it's going to be 35 minutes, 40 something, 35 minutes, 40, say, 49 seconds, 35:49. 2 minutes, 2 miles walked, 173 calories. Just click the 174. We'll go with that. So theoretically, I should be at 36:20 for 2 miles. And at 36:10, I'm at 2.02. The machine's clearly got some calibration issues. Clicked right over to 2.03 right as we hit 36:20. So 1.015 miles faster than this machine claims I will be. For anybody in the math nerds out there. Biggest thing is I just want to walk at this pace for 101 minutes. Don't really care how many miles it is, to be real honest with you. So a stationary treadmill, it doesn't matter in the slightest. However, if I wanted to go out in the real world and walk, at least I'd know how far I'd have to gauge a route out to match what I'm doing here. Something tells me I wouldn't walk as fast though, because I think this belt keeps me on task. Here is Meg the artist. Hi Todd, how's the workout going? I just finished mine. 45 minutes, no jumping yet. Woo! Thank you, Meg the artist. It's going great. Feeling strong today. We've already gone a little over 2 miles. About 37 and a half minutes of walking. Thank you for coming. And Kafka OTS says, better watch out. If you shape up too much, J-Dubs might come after you with this big green one. He already is. I don't think my shape's going to matter. The guy's obsessed with everything genital about me. It's bizarre. The fella's obsessed. And I guess it's because I'm sniping them, but wow, dude. I did not win my appeal when he flagged me on the 3rd. So I did lose that particular broadcast. But didn't get a strike, just got a warning. It's actually my second warning on my burner channel because the first warning was overturned. I won that appeal. Meg says, love to see it. You're a handsome dude. Why, thank you, Meg. This makes it more so. 2 miles is good. Yeah, we're going to go about 5.3 today. That's the plan. This particular treadmill I'm on has a quick start function that takes you 99 minutes plus a 2-minute cool down. And it's just what's programmed into it, and it seems about right. So we're doing that daily for a while. And doing a way in and a way out. trying to get to about 200 pounds by the end of February. Right now we're at 222-ish. And if we get that weight down to 200, by March we'll be doing some, maybe some running, 5K training. Definitely start doing some weight training on cam. I do a little bit in the mornings with just barbell work. I'm doing some flies and some basic barbell lifts and curls. Small sets, not a lot of weight. Probably wouldn't be very interesting to watch. But as we progress, we'll go to the weight bench and start doing some leg presses and work with the big bar and do some bench presses and that kind of thing. And see what we can do. Tone up the upper bodies. We're really kind of focusing on the lower, other than wearing a sweatshirt and trying to sweat a bunch. But thank you for your support. Thanks for being here and chatting. It says best of luck. I jump-started my workout routine this month too. Yeah. Two things, the New Year thing, and then I did my annual doctor's visit and got the diabetes type 2 diagnosis. Just a little high on the glucose and the A1C. And doc said, let's just do some diet and exercise. So I actually took him seriously. Started eating a little better and regular treadmill workouts for a while, trying to lose some weight. And speaking of losing weight, we're coming up on the end of lap 9, 2.25 miles. And it's going to be 40 minutes, 17 seconds for 2.25 miles and 195 calories burned. Already, feels like we just started. We've already gone 9 laps on this, so I think. 2.25 miles, 40 minutes walk, 40 and a half. And I can look up at the display at the top and it'll tell me how much time remaining when it comes around here. It's still telling me 18-minute, 10-second mile, which is too long. Meg says, oh yeah, my hub says T2 as well. It's tough. Yeah, it's small changes over a long period of time. It's a secret. 58 minutes left to walk on this program. So. Yeah, and I'm not surprised I got that diagnosis because I was sitting around eating candy, eating chips, drinking sodas, got rid of all that stuff, water and dried apricots for me now, and much more sensible meals, portion size. Richard asks, artist Meg, what do you make? Meg, the artist, what is your preferred, what's the word? What type of art do you do? What's your media? That's what I was looking for. What media do you like to work in? And can you please help J-Dubs learn to paint? Graphic designer, there's a lot of computer work. Fantastic, that sounds like fun. Nice, says Richard. I like puzzles, so I think I would enjoy graphic design. I love putting things together and finally working towards that final project. It's the OCD in me, it's very satisfying. I watch those YouTube videos that say satisfying. Richard Colton says, so sneaky. Yeah, he took 2 years of graphic design, didn't he? And Mick says, I do also paint and draw, but don't have much time for that right now. Right, who does? Except for J-Dubs. Who has time to sit around all day and, paint acrylics on canvas? Come on. Tat Tech, hey, good to see you. Billy's here, everybody. He's about to hit the gym himself. You watch out, Billy. By March, I'm going to start doing some bench presses. We're going to have some competitions, but you and me. Switching to my computer, doing some video editing. Gotcha. Feel free to jump in and out. I appreciate you coming and chatting. Makes the walk much more interesting. Ah, Billy. Uh-oh. Billy's fine, Meg. You leave Billy alone. He's a good guy. And I got a feeling he's going to push me on the weights when we get to that, which is great. Right now, I bet I couldn't push 150 pounds off the bar. Heck yeah, buddy. I would love that. We'll get there. We'll absolutely get there. That's the next plan. But right now, I got to drop about 20 pounds to even think about starting that stuff. I know, I watch the Geek Room. Don't we all, man? Don't we all? Let's just make that a cheap plug for the Geek Room. Big show tonight, I'm sure. If you're not doing anything, check out Billy and Frank and Brad. There's lots to talk about from this week, I'm sure. Shanny's back on YouTube. Gross, don't do that. Don't plug the Geek Room. Billy says gross, don't do that. We'll see you there tonight, 8 p.m. Central, I bet. Lol. Laughing out loud is Meg. Is she? Oh no. Gotta watch that laughing. We're coming around on our lap number 11. We're almost to lap number 10, excuse me. Almost to 2.5 miles. I can't do math in my head. Apparently, I'm giggling the DC got heated. Everybody is. And the food fight. Yeah, we're going to cover the cookie war on the Geek Room. Coming up on 2.5 miles, we're going to have those numbers for you. It's going to be 44 minutes and 40 some seconds. It's actually going to be 44 seconds. So 44, 44, that's 4 fours. 2.5 miles, 217 calories. Feels like we just got started. I'm feeling strong. So we're almost halfway home. Going for 101 minutes is the program on a treadmill, which is a bizarre number, but go figure. I heard, I don't know all the details on DC losing her channel, but I heard something about Dick Balls. So maybe I'll get caught up tonight on the Geek Room. Tatted ass does an incline. It does. There's an incline button. I'm not going to hit it yet for at least another week. Going to get used to it. We're doing long game here. Long. Don't want to overstress anything early on. So we're walking at 0.0 incline. But yes, it's got a variable setting, and you can go crazy Alp kind of stuff if you want. And also right next to me is a Nordic track and a stair stepper. So if I want to do some stair step kind of stuff or some skis type stuff, I've got that available too. But again, first month we're gonna try to lose about 20 pounds of this, and then we'll start changing it up, because that's the big thing right now. 200 by March. That's hashtag 200 by March. And Meg says, you've got this, and I have one more 15-minute workout to do later. Meg's vid is rendering now, 40 minutes left. Yeah, seems like they're taking longer and longer these days. When I do premieres and stuff, it seems like it takes forever for the thing to actually show up in my list. It's weird. But yeah, back to the variety. We're just gonna stick with 110 minutes. 101 minutes on the treadmill every day through February. Hashtag 200 by March. And I think we've got a real good chance of getting there. Especially with the changes I've made in diet, which hasn't been a ton. Cut the candy, cut the chips, drink water. No sodas. I mean, that's a big deal. Gray Alien is with us. Says, well done for continuing this, even though J-Dubs and Vaughn don't give a fuck. LOL. Yeah, that's sad. I thought maybe they'd at least talk about it on one of their shows, since I offered them $100. You know, but I'm sure they both saw it and both realized they can't do it. And Vaughn's been lying about being 218 pounds, and he doesn't want to get caught in a lie, so I get it. But it's still sad. Meg says, by the way, I love the Shanny and Rev song you made. Yeah. Chef's Kiss. Thank you. That was a real fun one. In that kind of Will Smith style. It was fun recording the piano improvisation under it. And then that one, when I went to write the lyrics, I kind of tried to make the lyrics fit the improvisation in several places, which you probably heard. Sometimes the words go right along with the rhythm. So that was a fun project. That was a weekend. With the week at work, thinking about what I wanted to do and making some notes. But I really just didn't sit down and do anything until Friday night. Thank you. It is amazing. I think it's my best rap on there. The G-Man one's pretty good too, though. the tuba and euphonium brass choir. Just basically had to write a beat for that. Wasn't much else to it. But I think the lyrics are a little better than that one. G-Mans. Ugh. And then Bonds. Bond, I just needed to do a Bond one. It's kind of too fast, but gets out what I wanted to say about Bond. And that one was just trying to, G-Man rap was my favorite, says it. And the tuba one at the zoo, that was fun too. That was before the disc rap time. That was just a fun needle. Somebody needled me into doing that. Hey, you should make a video about following somewhere around with the tuba, the South Park thing. It's hilarious. Not South Park, Family Guy. Somebody needled me into doing that. Probably Lubus. But that was fun too. But yeah, the Bond one, I don't know if anybody notices, but it's the music from Dragnot's intro, his first lo-fi, and he still uses it some, but I just did it with tubas, with like an 8-part tuba choir, and did a whole video on making the music, and then just came up with some words to rap over it. But thank you, it's so good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I keep telling people it's about time for another Shanty and Rev. Enough time's passed since 2020, which is the end of my epic. Is they were still in Colorado, and about the time Jason hit the other car, and Shanty, the whole thing about the restraining order, about where mine ends. Yeah, I was predicting that was right. Rev was going to get thrown in jail for hitting another car with a child aboard, which of course he got out of it. They all do. Oh, use the food fight footage. Oh, there's plenty to talk about in another disc rap. And I went right by the last lap, guys. We're at 50 minutes, 42 seconds, 2.83 miles, 246 calories. I will get the 3-mile update for sure. That food fight was hilarious. I only had 5, or like 2, and that's why I had 7. I mean, you gave me 10. They are like Teflon. Yeah, they all are. Vaughn, Shanty, Rev, G-Man, they're all Teflon. Nothing sticks to these people. It's frustrating for people that watch them. But on the other hand, it's a win-win because we get to keep watching them. If Vaughn had got thrown in jail, we wouldn't be watching Vaughn videos right now. So there's that. I see both sides of it. But I think down deep, all of us want them to pay for what the stuff they do. Meg says, you got this. I usually watch movies when I do cardio, and I'm glad to be here and chat. Yeah, I just listen to tunes and decided it'd be fun to start broadcasting these, and we could chat about whatever cows we're watching or whatever's going on. And again, everybody just feel free to come in and out. You don't have to keep me entertained, but I do appreciate you coming by and chatting. It's more fun than just walking. There's a car outside. Somebody's coming in up there. Probably paying their rent. Yeah, dropped an envelope in a little drop there. It's rent day. Commercial for Academy. Appropriate. Gonna grab some lunch though. I think I'll have soup. Be right back. Thank you, Meg. Take your time. We'll be here for a while. 46.5 minutes remaining. So we will be here for a while. Working up a good sweat. I can feel it. Hair's dripping. That's what we like. Face is dripping a little. Like the sweat. Coming up on that 3-mile mark, we'll have some stats for you here in a minute. It's going to be close to 54 minutes, I think, the 3-mile mark, which it should be 53.5-ish. We'll see. We're 2.98 miles. Let's see where this comes out. It's going to be 53:30 something. 53 minutes and 30. Oh, 53:41. There's off. 53:41, 3 hours, 263 calories. Not 3 hours, 3 miles. 3 miles, 260 calories. Just went to 261. And Billy says, about to run into my gym later, buddy. Thanks for coming, Billy. I'm going to do leg day. Have fun, my man. I will. Thank you for stopping and chatting. We'll get on those weights in about a month. We'll have some fun. Whew. Doing good, folks. Another 2.5 miles to go. Time update remaining here in a minute. Vertical distance still 0. We're walking on a plane. 44 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Working on a plane, like a PL-A&E, as opposed to an incline. Walking flat. Good way to start. Feels like a little bit like when I was in the Air Force. The kind of things I do about a month, 2 months ahead of when I had to make weight and make physical fitness requirements, push-ups, sit-ups, that kind of stuff. Start walking a lot. Put on the sweatsuit, go jogging around the base, swinging fists, doing the Rocky thing. Number one thing, lose some weight. And condition. Because you can try to do them at the same time, but if you're trying to do push-ups and sit-ups when you're too heavy, you're going to run into some problems. It stresses a lot of joints that don't need to be stressed. Better to take the time to lose the weight first, then do the tone and conditioning. That's what we're doing here. Maybe smart, maybe not, but that's the way I'm going to do it. I really think the next step will be the couch to 5K training. And we'll definitely start throwing in more weight training. Those little barbell sets are cute, but we're gonna do some more stuff with that bench I got. Getting close to that 13th lap. Coming up on 3.25 miles. Almost an hour walking at this point. 3.2 miles, so it's 3.25. I'm going to give you some more numbers. James Corbis has made it. Hey, good to see you, James. Drag's intro was done by Hannibal and Money, I think. I'm talking about the lo-fi music, which you're right, the Audacity and also the Fuck You Symphony are both Hannibal and Money, you're correct. I'm talking about the dun, 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 dun. What's good? Walking's good. Walking's good, James. Speaking of, we've got about a few seconds here before our last lap comes around. 3.25, and it's going to be 58 minutes. 58 minutes and 9 seconds. 3.25 miles, 282 calories. Where's Shanny's channel? It's called Losers Club. LOSER''S Club. I think. I was on it earlier. If you go to YouTube and put in Watching Random Videos, was the title of the stream. If you search Watching Random Videos, I think you'll go right to it. And it's something like a Losers Club. Gray Alien says, a friend of mine did Couch to 5K 3 years ago. Yeah. They're now running 10Ks and it helped them out physically and mentally. Yes, it's worked very well for me a couple times in the past. If you're into competitive running, I guess. Kristen Frost Laser Beams is here and says, sup. Sup, Kristen. What's sup is we're walking on the treadmill for almost an hour now, 59 minutes and 8 seconds. That's what's sup. So we got about another 41 minutes to walk. 42, something like that. If I was patient, the machine will tell me how long I have to walk. And it says 39:24, but you got to add 2 minutes to that, so 41 minutes and 20 seconds left of walking. We're well over halfway. Feeling strong. Now, if you have any problems making it today, which is interesting because at the beginning, I had a hard time walking 90 minutes and walking an hour. And now I can walk 110 like it's nothing. Or 102, 101, whatever it comes out to. So I keep talking about it. I feel good. I'm going to make it today. It's like a given now. And Kristen says, tie a cake on a stick to the front. That works for me. Oh. Not eat much cake. Maybe I put an orange. I eat a lot of oranges lately. Appelsin for my Russian fans. I'm eating a lot of appelsin. Appelsin. That's Russian for orange. Which is funny because the actual color of orange is orangevie. So you have orangevie, appelsin, orange. The color and the fruit are different words in Russian. Go figure. In English, they're the same word. So if I had one in my hand right now, I could say, Etot appelsin for orangevie. Because orange is he. Oranges are he. Everything's gendered. I take my oatmeal in the morning in my Russian text. I say to my Russian text, "Это каши в очень вкусная." Tasty, вкусная. It's very tasty. Это каша в вкусная. Вкусная, not kush. Вкусная, вкус, like kiss. Tasty. I'm working on my Russian. Right? Not so much on this channel. Try to get the Russian under control. It's a very difficult language. Coming up on 3.5 miles. I'm going to have some new stats for you in a moment. Boy, the sweat, this thing makes me sweat. I'm so sticky up here. And the sweat's cold, running down my back, you know. Oh, it's so bizarre. But I think the heavy sweatshirt helps. Up on 3.5. It's going to be 62 minutes and 30-some seconds. 62:37 for 3.5 miles and 303 calories. Look at that brisk pace, brisk. It's a brisk pace. I can still talk, but it's not slow enough that I don't sweat much. Meg says, I love stats and data. Back, I have my soup. We have some yummy soup. Today's soup is lasagna soup. I usually eat half a can. Yeah, I usually eat one of the smaller cans, and I add some cubed cheese, because cheese is good for you, and a few crackers, crumble some crackers in it. I like tomato. Sometimes I'll get the chunky beef. But the biggest thing for me is the portion size. It's one small can instead of the family size by myself, with a whole sleeve of crackers and a whole brick of cheese. Small changes. Still like to eat my soup, just about half as much. and then I'll have a little salad on the side with it instead of eating, all one thing, huge portion of it. That's the biggest adjustment for me. Portion sizes. That, and I used to make huge crock pots full of stuff and just eat on it. And the portion sizes would get a little ridiculous. It's almost, when you're by yourself and you're making 7-8 quarts of stuff, you got to eat it pretty fast for it to be bad. I usually get Progresso, yeah. It has a decent amount of protein, which I most need right now. Yeah, I do the Camels. Always have, but I like the tomato. Kristen says, cha-cha-cha changes. Cha-cha-cha. And Meg says, I used to do Noom, and it helped me with portions. Oh, yeah, it's a diet plan. Yeah. I think it's common sensing it. The thing that caused my problems was, one, eating the candy and the chips, sitting there, empty calories. And 2, 3, the not eating all day and eating a huge dinner by myself. That was my problem. So now I eat oatmeal, kasha, in the morning. I eat an orange or 2 around noon, and get a salad when I get home, a small portion of salad, not much dressing, and some sort of evening, a hamburger, a couple of hot dogs, something like that. It's just all about portion size. Because I literally would starve myself all day and eat a whole package of Salisbury steaks, 6 of them, or a couple of cans of beefaroni or something, the big ones, by myself, because I was starving by 8, and then I was doing it like 8 p.m. and then trying to sleep, and it's just bad all around. The Warbler's here. Says he just got back from the gym, sweat out some calories. Absolutely, sir. Join me sweating. And Meg says, I have oatmeal in the morning too. I love Kodiak cakes. I do the Quaker Oats, the small little tubs that you just add water and microwave. Variety of flavors, I like them all. And it's just become my morning routine. And my Russian guys give me shit about it being kasha. That's their word for hot cereal. Oh, kasha, very nice. But yeah, I just never eat breakfast, never eat lunch. I just work. And eat when I got home late. Yeah, the Warbler, arm day or leg day today. Both. Are you an eclectic exercise man? Getting the eclectic workout? A little bit of everything? Oh. Coming up on 3 1/4, guys. We're almost through 15 laps. Whole body, yeah, there you go. That's the way to do it. It's going to be a little over 67 minutes now. Almost to 3 1/4. 67 minutes and 5 seconds. 67:05. 3.75 miles, 325 calories, just like yesterday. Oh. Any fresh Vaughn madness? Just the balloon stuff. They are going live today at 6 o'clock my time, Central, with a balloon update, it says. We'll see if they do. They were going to go up live 9 o'clock this morning my time. Suddenly it became 6 o'clock p.m. because J-Dubs tends to schedule these things and not tell Vaughn. We caught him last night. He had already had the thing scheduled for 9 o'clock this morning and asked Vaughn on stream if he could do a quick stream in the morning. But Vaughn, spends his Sundays playing with his government friend. Take that, haters. Gray Alien asks, you ever watch the CrossFit games? Those guys and girls are machines. I have seen some of that on ESPN, yeah. And the, what's their other thing, the Extreme Olympics or something? X Games? Wow. So that stuff's crazy too. And yeah, and stuff like American Ninja, whatever the similar thing was when they do the obstacle courses. Some pretty impressive athletes out there among the average Joes. Oh, the playlist just ran out. Go back to tune number 1. Vaughn punked us all. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. Punked us all. you're right. Ninja Warrior. Yeah, love it. Love it. Love watching it. CrossFit can be physically dangerous. I prefer cardio and HIIT. HIIT. I prefer walking on a treadmill for now. Let's reevaluate March 1st and see what we want to start doing. I prefer sweating, and I do it very well. So we'll stick with that. Because I'm 56 and I got to be a little more careful about what I jump into. I tend to jump into things. I'm trying to be very logical and rational about this whole dropping some weight thing before I go out and buy $2,000 worth of exercise equipment and when I'm not using it. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. Yeah, small steps to get to your goal. That's really the way to do it. And I know this. I know this in here. I know this here. And sometimes here wants what it wants. So we're just going to walk for February. Hashtag 200 by March. Kristen says, I prefer just being anxious sometimes, so I have spells where I don't feel like eating. The key is to harness that, but how? Well, I'm going to disagree with you just because I was the person that never ate through the whole day and then gorged at the end of the day. I think it's more sensible to just eat small meals several times. And this has come up every time I've tried to do any kind of bodybuilding. 5 meals a day, mostly protein shakes, raw eggs, 4 ounces of meat with nothing on it. Been there, done that. The last one I did, the last system I bought was Crazy Frenzy. What was it? I can't remember. It came with videos and meal plans. And, ooh, it was rough. But the secret I've always seen is several small meals. And Kristen says, yeah, I wish I could just do stuff normally. It's okay. Keeps it interesting. Yeah. And Meg said she jumped into dragon boat racing about 5 years ago. Still love it. There you go. Coming up on 4 miles, 4-mile mark. It's got to be 71 minutes and 37 seconds, I think. Numbers coming up here in a second. It is 71 minutes, 33 seconds, 4 miles even, 347 calories burned. Baby carrot steps. Right on top of Rev, right? Baby carrot steps. If I look down and imagine Rev, let's not go there. I don't want that image in my head. Curse you, Kristen. I don't want that image in my head. I'm not a baby carrot. And you know what? Even if I was, nobody would know it because I don't put my stuff online. A little advice from the Todd. LOL, baby carrot. Yeah. He just doesn't realize nobody would know about that if he didn't put himself online. Ugh. Dumb people that we watch. The dumb people that entertain us in their daily lives. So we got 26 and a half plus the cool down, 28 and a half minutes left to walk. Feeling super strong. Got our music, we got people chatting. Exactly, says Matt. Yeah, exactly. If they just wouldn't put it out there, nobody'd be talking about it. They can't seem to figure that out. Vaughn's the same way, G-Man's the same way. Name your own locale. They just can't shut up about themselves and their personal lives. Dry lips. It's because it's so hot and dry in here. Need to bring a humidifier or a fan. And Kristen says Shani gives too much information, Rev info, but Rev just blows out everything in the worst description possible for himself. Yeah. Both of them, yeah. Crazy. Crazy to believe it's real, but they're real. They're really like that. And Foodie Beauty, says Meg the artist, is the same. She at least inspires me to continue with my weight loss adventure. Yeah, just like Vaughn and J-Dubs do for me. The more they sit there and call me fat, and the more Vaughn sits there and says he's not Todd-sized, okay, you can say that all you want. You just provide me motivation to get even smaller, because I know they're both way above my weight. J-Dubs is not even close. He's probably 300. And I'd say Vaughn is at least 240, pushing 250. Guy's got a big old gut. And he said something about, I'm not obese or anything, but I need to lose this spare tire. Like, brother, you don't know what obese is, because you're it. You're not morbidly obese, but you're enough pounds overweight that you're medically obese. Hell, I was medically obese at my last doctor visit. Hoping to change that on Wednesday. We'll see what it says. I think we've gone from obese to overweight. Because, I weighed in at like 238 last time I saw the doctor before we did the colonoscopy and everything. And this time I'm going to be in that 217, 218 range by Wednesday. So if we keep losing, at least 220. So we'll see if my BMI is such that I'm still considered obese. We'll see. Those two are like 250 of just plain fat and 30 of muscles. Yeah. And Meg says, I lost about 30 pounds with Noom, got to Wonderland and kept going, gained some back, working to lose it again. Yeah, that's part of the game. I got you. It's part of the game. I just got a bit of a heads up early January. And I had the colonoscopy, which is, I tell you what, it's a great kickstart because being cleaned out and getting a chance to restart actually works out very well. Coming up on 4.25 miles. It's going to be a bit over 76 minutes. You can see, right on the dot, maybe. 4.25 time, 76 minutes, 1 second. 4.25 miles, 368 calories. You get to do that in April? Yeah. It's not pleasant. Let's talk about the prep for a minute. It sucks. Taking 24 doses of laxative all at once. And it's not much fun. But the side effect is you get all that stuff out, and they go and put the probe in there, and they suck the rest of it out, and pinch off a couple polyps, and you get a fresh start. You get to do healthy digestion instead of stuff being gummed up in those layers down there. So, bonus ball. It's a great time to start some life changes for diet and exercise. So I thought I'll take advantage of it. Lucas says, hey, Todd, I thought I had you on Discord. I can't find you. Yeah, try to find me and we can do that baritone thing. What servers are you in, Lucas? Are you in Geek Room? We may not share a server anymore. Geek Room, Miss Parker, BGTV, any of those? I don't think you're in Miss Parker. She's got it locked down pretty tight. Maybe BGTV. I quit a bunch of servers a while back. I was tired of dealing with some people. If I can't find you, next time I come here, I'll have my Discord number, and you can just add me manually. Mick says, my doctor is pretty great. He really encouraged me to continue. He doesn't make me feel bad about really anything. Oh, you're on, okay, Lucas, if you're on BGTV's server, I can find you in there. The Warpler says, gotta watch the balloon stuff. Herb is hilarious when he starts spouting about science-y type stuff. Yes, he is. Yeah, Lucas, if you're not in BGTV, go to any of his broadcasts and he links his Discord there, and you can join it or join mine. Join mine. I've linked it. I think I've linked it in the side chat several times in my Lindsey Borden channel where I'm reviewing Vaughn or sniping Vaughn, and I'll say come join the Tuba Brigade on Discord, so you can find me that way if you want to go to my Lindsey Borden channel, or just go to YouTube and put in sniping Vaughn Helton, and you'll go go right to several of my videos. I don't think I've ever put it in the description, but I usually put it in side chat somewhere. One way or another, we'll find each other and we'll get that going. Huh, a lot of sweat today. Coming up on 79 minutes mark. Hour and 20 almost, hour 19 I've been walking. And sweating. 1950 remaining plus a 2-minute cool down. Lovely way to spend a Sunday afternoon. Lovely warm day. It's even hotter in here with the sun coming through that window. Whew. Meg says, I'm in BGTV's Discord. I thought I left it and got worried for a minute. I'm pretty quiet there, though, yeah. And Kristen says, your Discord page should be called the Horny Band Camp. No, it's Todd's Tuba Town. And now it's Todd's new Tuba Town. After my Discord, my original account got banned. And we'll get back to that here in a minute. We're almost at 4.5 miles. Going to give you some numbers. As soon as we hit the 4.50. It's going to be about 80.5 minutes. Exactly 80 minutes and 29 seconds. 4.5 miles, 390 calories. Yeah. But getting back to my Discord, my original account got banned for, get this, linking a PDF to an arrest report in Scranton when Jason was arrested for kicking the kid. Allegedly kicking the kid. I FOIA'd that arrest report. It was heavily redacted. All addresses were marked out. The kids' names were marked out. Everything about the kids was redacted. And the only thing on there was Shanny and Rev's real names. So Discord, because I'm sure somebody reported it, deleted my account without a warning for maliciously sharing the personal information of another user. And first of all, Shanny and Rev aren't on Discord, as far as I know. So it wasn't sharing personal information of another user. It wasn't personal information because it was heavily redacted. And it wasn't malicious because it was in the context of people saying stuff about that arrest, like the kid getting kicked in the head, which if you look at the actual police report, he wasn't kicked in the head. If anything, it says he was kicked in the stomach, or that was the claim made. But people were saying a lot of stuff. And I'm OCD enough that it's like, okay, guys, I've got this police report. Here it is. Look through it yourself and see what actually happened. And I got banned for it. And after appealing it and talking to Discord several times, they just, they originally said my account was suspended. But after like 14 days, it was just gone. So I lost every bit of direct messaging I had. All the conversations I had that I'd had for like 3 years on that account. And my server suddenly had no owner. So I had to make a new server, hence Todd's new Tuba Town. And everybody had to leave the old one and get a new one. Now it's just sitting there with nobody in it. The hell, that makes no sense, says Kristen. Did it explain why he kicked him? Yeah, the police report does. It just says, it basically says the older son called, and they told the officer that Rev went in his room, he was on his laptop, the youngest, slapped him and kicked him in the stomach. Didn't want to say why. He said it started as a fight over Shanny watching inappropriate stuff, and Jason didn't like it, and then threw a bag of Tostitos at his back, and he went in the son's room and got mad at him for being on the laptop. You know, basic domestic stuff. Just, people were saying all kinds of crap that just wasn't true. So again, my OCD kicked in and said, hey guys, here's what actually happened. And it wound up getting me banned for maliciously sharing the personal information of another user who wasn't even on Discord. But that's Discord for you. They believe the person that tattles and snitches. And don't even, I bet they didn't even look and see what it was. I bet they didn't follow the link. I made a link to a PDF, I think in my Dropbox. And that was enough to get me banned. But since I've gotten out of those other Discords that those certain people were running around in, I haven't had any problems at all. But I'm still sad that I lost all that direct messaging. There's a lot of stuff on there. There's a lot of memories. There's a lot of information people were talking to back and forth. Other FOIA stuff. And now I have nothing. I got no copies of any of that. And it kind of sucks. Coming up on 4 3/4 miles. A few more seconds here. It's going to be close to 85 minutes. And it's going to be 84 minutes and 57 seconds. 84:57, 4 3/4 miles, 412 calories burned. Plus whatever I'm sweating out this ridiculously heavy sweatshirt. 15 minutes and 33 seconds to go with the cool down. We've already walked 85.5 minutes. 13 is going to feel like nothing. We'll be done before you know it, and then we'll go way out. Kristen says it's always complete madness when they fight. Yeah, it sure is. And Warpler adds, Rev is a worthless man-child mama's boy. Yeah. I know another trumpet at the end of that. That's why I whistled. That's why I whistled. That little lead trumpet. That's why the thing beeps. When I grab this rail, those are the heart rate sensors. Huh. Wow. It says my heart rate's 128. Huh. Wonder if it's accurate. When you put your hands on this thing, you can read your heartbeat through the flesh. Interesting. Meg says my hubs is snowboarding today, so I have the house to myself. It's so quiet. It's quiet in here too. I think I'm the only one that uses this facility in the whole complex, which is crazy. Whew. I'm going to try to remember to find a Star Trek treadmill heart rate chest strap on Amazon or something tonight, so I can start using that. It'd be super interesting to see what my actual heart rate is. Uh-oh. Amazing. Vaughn just started his stream. So I'll have to try to snipe it and catch up, because I'm not stopping my workout for Vaughn. But it figures he would start early. He said 6 o'clock. I Oh yes, heart rate monitoring is helpful when figuring out calorie expenditure. Yeah, the HUD, yeah, isn't always accurate. So Vaughn is live on his James Paul Von Helton channel, or J-Dubs. And it also noted James Paul Von Helton 2 is live. Which, okay. I don't know what channel that is, but I got a notification for it. And they are live now. I'm going to miss the first at least 15 minutes of it. I will probably, as soon as I get off this, start sniping him and play it at 1.5 speed to catch up. In fact, we just hit the 5 mile mark, 89 minutes, 28 seconds, 434 calories. So I lied. I am going to stop my workout for Vaughn. We're going to call it at that. 20 laps even, 5.01 miles, 89 minutes, 33 seconds, 434 calories. We're going to call it good at that. It was close. We were close there anyway. And that way I won't have to be so far behind on, stop that. There we go. On sniping Vaughn. So we're heading back. 5 miles is plenty. All right. Hey, first time I've come out of there, I haven't been freezing in a very long time. We're heading back to the house. We'll probably lose connection here once or twice. We'll get back on my home Wi-Fi. 5 miles is plenty. That was a good workout. Might not quite get the sweat we would have got otherwise in that last 10 minutes or so of walking, but I don't want to get too far behind on sniping Vaughn. That way you don't have quite so much of chipmunk style voice coming out there. There we go. Hopefully back on. We have to mute now. Going inside. We're back, folks. Take that out. We got everything turned off there. Let's change our camera around to back. Slip these shoes off, get this nasty sweaty thing off, and we'll do our way out real quick. Ooh, very sweaty. All right. The number was 222.4 in. Let's see where we're at out. $220.4. 220.4. So exactly 2 pounds off. If I'd have done the last 10 minutes, we might have got to 220 today, but that's not that important. Hey, thank you guys for coming. Some late comments. Yep, that's good. Yay, time for some sniping. I'll see you over there in just a few minutes. Thanks for coming, everybody. Bye-bye.